You've been in Mama's sock drawer, haven't you? Oh, my wife loves that joke. She goes, why do you do that joke?
You know, don't have one of those.
I know that. Just figured if you kept hearing it. She's like, Bill, I go, sorry. I'm just a guy. Oh, man. That's one of the things I love the best about my son, that he makes me laugh. And he does it without trying, which makes it even funnier. He'd been playing baseball with his buddies one day. I guess he slid and got a scrape on his rear end right there. And he came in the house, he's whining about it. That's great. My wife said, well, go in your room, take your pants off.
No, we're going to rinse some ointment on it, okay?
Well, I'm in there talking to him. My wife rubbing an ointment on his butt. And he farted. I'm laughing because I'm a guy. And my wife looked at him and went,
Travis!
And he turned to his mother with the straightest face I've ever seen in my life and said, my compliments to the chef. That's my boy. Every year we take a trip across country, going back to the ranch, and just me and my son. And it's our time to be buddies or dad and son, whatever the situation might call for. And so I didn't know this, but apparently across this country there has been this popularity of topless steakhouses popping up. And they're legitimate restaurants, just the waitresses are topless. But they don't advertise it like, they don't say like Cindy's Topless Steakhouse. It just says Cindy's Steakhouse. So we're driving across country, and it got to be about dinner time, and I said, son, you getting hungry? He goes, yeah. And I go, hey, look, there's a steakhouse. So we pull in the steakhouse. We walk up to the hostess, who's fully dressed, and she was going to get you on the table. I said, yes, ma'am, that'd be nice. There's two of us. She seats us at our table. I'm looking at the menu, and I become aware of the fact that someone else has walked up next to the table. And I looked up. And my son's eyes are glued to this woman like my eyes were glued to that woman. And she goes, can I get you boys anything? I said, oh, Lord. I said, ma'am, I believe there's been a mistake made here. And my son goes, don't you want to hear what the special is?
This is insane, honey.
Honey, I believe we're looking at the special. And he goes, well, we could split some. I'm like, shut up. Boy, all the way across that parking lot, I was like, if your mama asked where we had dinner, we went to Burger King. He goes, there's no boobs. I go, that's right, there's no boobs at Burger King. He goes, how was your steak? I said, great. He's starting to play sports a little more seriously now, and I had to take him in the other day to get a real physical. We were driving to the doctor's office, and his only concern about this whole physical was whether he was going to get a shot or not. He goes, Dad, am I going to get a shot? And I said, no, it's your sports physical. There's no shot. 2 minutes later, Dad, am I going to get a shot? I go, did you not hear me? No shot, sports physical. 2 minutes later, Dad, I go, son, a shot is the least of your worries at this point. So, we get in the doctor's office, and I'm standing right next to him. The doctor checks his heart and his lungs and his blood pressure. And all of a sudden the doctor goes, all right, son, take your pants off.
That is cute.
What do you think? He wants you to take your pants off. Why? It's just part of your sports physical, son. We wear pants in sports. Take your pants off. Doctor goes, all right, take your underwear off. Dad. I said, it's all right. He starts. am I in trouble for something? Just take your underwear off. So he slides those drawers down, and that doctor reached up and just grabbed it. Do y'all remember that cartoon where the cat would be asleep on the rug, and that little puppy would sneak up behind it and go, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and that cat would scream to the ceiling? That would have been my son if that doctor had not had hold of him. And he is flipping out. And the doctor goes, "Son, relax. I just want to make sure you got 4. Dad! 2, he meant 2. It's a joke. Ha 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 ha." So the doctor's got hold of him. And he goes, "All right, son, cough." And my son goes, and he said, "No, boy, cough." And he goes, "I forgot how!" All the way home, he won't even look at me. He's just straight out the windshield, boy. Finally, about halfway home, he goes, "Dad?" I said, "Yeah, son." He goes, "That was weird." I said, "I know." I said, "But you got to get it done, man." He goes, "Well, I know. Still weird." I said, "Yeah. Wait till you're 40. What happens then? You see this finger, son? They stick it in your book. What? Which is amazing, isn't it? With all the advances in modern medicine, this is still the only way to check for that man. You don't got a Polaroid or something? I mean, I had mine 2 months ago. I don't know what this fellow was looking for. But after a while, I'm like, "Hey, doc, why don't you tell me what I'm thinking?" And he's like, "Why?" I said, "Because you're touching my brain, that's why." Jeez, that's my cerebrum there, E.T. If you're checking for cavities, got a dentist, thanks. And they use that stuff, it's like axle grease, isn't it, fellas? You can't wash that mess off with lava soap and a SOS pad. And my doctor wants to talk to me while he's doing it. Shut up! Just do me, then we'll chat, all right? I'll tell you what, the older I get, the less I trust medicine. I guess it's just getting older, man, you know. God, I hate getting old. I'll tell you what, I'm about to say getting old sucks. You know you're getting old when you spend more time on the ointment aisle than any other aisle in the grocery store. Or commercials that you used to laugh at, you find yourself going, I make noises getting into bed now. What is that? Keep everybody like, "Oh, yeah, there we go, yeah, right there." If I get up in the middle of the night to go pee, which is another sign you're getting older, I used to sleep all night, pee for 20 minutes. Now it wakes me up. It's like, hey, didn't we just do this? I start walking to the bathroom, my bones are popping so loud, it sounds like somebody walking on packing peanuts. And then, I read in the paper that Viagra now has a pill they call the Weekender. Because its effects last 36 hours. Dear God.